They called it Pleasant Island. But getting here is anything but pleasant. To reach the least visited country on the planet, I traveled for over 48 hours straight. 3 flights. 2 layovers. One of the planes was 75% empty. When I finally landed, I realized something unsettling. I was trapped. The next flight out wasn't for another week. This is Nauru. A tiny speck in the Pacific Ocean, smaller than most cities. But beneath your feet lies a story so wild, so unbelievable, that it reads like a cautionary fable. In the 1970s, the people of this island were the richest on Earth. Today, they are facing a fight for survival. This is the deep dive into Nauru. My journey started in Istanbul. After 13 hours to San Francisco, a 7-hour wait, then another 13 hours to Fiji, and a final 4.5-hour flight on a nearly empty plane, I finally touched down. Stepping out, the first thing I noticed was the airport. It's essentially a strip of asphalt cutting through the island's coast. Look at this. This is the main road, and that's the runway. When a plane lands, traffic stops. It's the only place in the world where you regularly yield to a Boeing 737. The total area is just 21 square kilometers. You can drive around the entire country in 20 minutes. If you go off the main ring road, you end up in a landscape that looks like another planet. But before I could explore, I had to deal with the rules. Nauru doesn't like visitors, especially ones with cameras. Getting a tourist visa took a month. If I were a journalist, the fee would have been 8,000 Australian dollars, a huge deterrent. And my drone? Confiscated at immigration immediately. They don't want you to see what I'm about to show you. For centuries, this island was self-sufficient. It was a lush paradise, a vital stop for migratory birds. Over millennia, those birds left behind layers of guano, essentially fossilized bird poop. It mixed with the coral to create something incredibly valuable, phosphate rock. In 1899, a geologist realized that this rock was the world's finest fertilizer. Suddenly, Nauru wasn't just an island. It was a gold mine. The Germans came, then the Australians, then the Japanese during World War II, who used the island as a military base. There are caves here where locals say Japanese soldiers held people captive. But through it all, the phosphate kept leaving. When Nauru finally gained independence in 1968, the new government took control of the mines. And for a moment, they struck it rich beyond imagination. By 1975, fueled by the oil crisis and phosphate prices, Nauru had the highest GDP per capita in the world. We're talking $176,000 per person in today's money. Compared to $44,000 in the United States, Nauru became a welfare state. No taxes, free housing, free healthcare, free education. The money flowed in, and the spending was legendary. I've seen my grandma come out of the bank with a pillowcase full of money. I asked about a story I'd heard. A policeman bought a Lamborghini, but he was too big to fit inside, so he just abandoned it? Yes, that's true. Some cars were just for decoration. This is what's left of that party. A graveyard of luxury cars. But while the money was being spent, the island itself was being hollowed out. Strip mining destroyed 80% of the land. The fertile topsoil was gone, leaving behind jagged coral pinnacles 15 meters high. You can't farm here. You can't build here. It's a wasteland. Today, they import almost everything, and this has led to a health crisis. Fresh food is a luxury. This cauliflower, 18 Australian dollars. A watermelon, $61. Including something called turkey tails, a fatty part of the bird that Western countries want to sell to their own people. The result? Nauru is now the most obese nation on Earth. Diabetes rates are the highest in the world. The life expectancy is just 64 years. You see banners everywhere promoting healthy living, but when the land is dead, what are the options? By the 1990s, the phosphate was running out. The government, having spent wildly, tried to stay afloat by turning Nauru into a tax haven. They sold passports and let the Russian mafia and drug cartels launder estimated $70 billion through unregulated banks. Of course, it didn't last. When the money dried up, Nauru had to find a new source of income. In 2001, Australia made them an offer. House asylum seekers trying to reach Australia, and we'll pay you. I tried to go inland to Topside to see these camps. But suddenly the roads were blocked. They've blocked all the roads leading to where the detention centers are. I can't go further. For 2 decades, Nauru ran one of the most controversial refugee camps in the world. Australia paid hundreds of millions of dollars to keep men, women, and children detained here in harsh conditions. There were riots, reports of self-harm, and numerous deaths. The Nauruan government profited heavily. Locals say the camps are empty now, but the secrecy remains. It's a dirty truth this island has been trying to hide. Despite the destruction, life persists. On the coast, people fish in the shallow waters, walking on dead coral. They get their drinking water from these desalination plants, turning ocean water into something they can survive on. But now, a new threat is on the horizon. The government has partnered with a Canadian company to mine the ocean floor for precious metals used in batteries. Scientists warn this could devastate marine life and accelerate climate change. Nauru, destroyed by one type of mining, is betting its future on another. Nauru is a mirror. It shows us the danger of sudden wealth without planning, the fragility of an ecosystem, and the reality of what happens when a nation runs out of time. Once the richest, now a lesson to the world. This was a deep dive. Thanks for watching.